it's really bad to say, but I got tired of desi music.
Right.
Because I was like, everyone's doing it. How can I do something which then goes left, but without forgetting my roots?
Yeah.
Bro,
that's the best song of all time.
All that sort of, bro. No, not of all time. No.
Oh, let's debate this out.
No,
that song is the best.
No, it's not the best song of all time. No.
Right, she's about to get heated.
No, we'll talk about that. So I'd come home, my bug would stink of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Mom was like, "Tu cigarette me that?" No.
We're here with DJ Harpz.
Hi.
How are you doing, bro?
All right, you know.
I'm gonna embarrass you and read you off some of your stats.
No.
Yes, that's what's gonna happen.
You know my stats.
Nearly 50 million views on YouTube combined.
I didn't know.
Over 1 million Spotify streams alone this year.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's a multiple chart-topping DJ and producer,
Sorry.
and international DJ for fucking events, touring, everything.
Bascara.
Yeah. I've embarrassed you sufficiently now.
Wow, that's proper official stats, isn't it?
How does it feel? How does it feel with being read those things out?
15 million views on YouTube. That's
it's impressive.
Mental. It's mental. Like, considering when I first released my first quote unquote song, I released a couple before John actually.
Yeah.
But when I released John actually, it was 2012, and getting 200,000 views was like getting 1 million views back then.
Yeah.
And that's before Instagram. That's before Instagram was invented. It's like, whoa.
Bro, when we started chatting to do this podcast, and I said it in my first few messages, like, no, I'm a genuine fan. Like,
Wow.
Like John, actually, there was the other one with Disa Branda.
Oh, wow, Branda, yeah.
Yeah, there was Branda, and then there was Nakra Punjabanda. All of those songs.
The fact that you know Nakra Punjabanda is good.
Bro, I will show you my fucking iTunes. I bought that shit, right?
Wow.
I went through a phase, right, where I wasn't line wiring, doing any of that shit with Punjabi music. I was buying Punjabi music.
Which is good.
Because I had a conversation with JK. He did an event, so I went to Brunel.
Oh yeah.
I saw him at a club night. Ended up having like a little chat with him, and I was a big fan of JK.
Right, JK, he's wicked. Big up JK,
so I had a conversation with him, and the one thing that he said to me was like, he goes, "It's difficult to be a Punjabi music singer when everybody's like just illegally downloading."
Oh yeah. Now especially, now even more so.
What's it like with streams as Spotify and Apple? Has that made like any difference?
Streaming's made it easier for people to consume the music. 100%. I think people were hesitant. Thing is, what I realized with iTunes was people will go out and spend £6 on a coffee, but they won't spend 79p on a song that they like. Don't know what it was. It was the whole fact that, I don't want to buy it.
Yeah.
Like, I would buy songs. I'd buy CDs. I used to spend like £100 a month on CDs. My mum used to kill me back in the day. And now with streaming, it's like, they need to have a Spotify or they need to have an Apple Music.
Yeah.
So then all they got to do is search the song and play it.
Yeah.
There's no physical download. It's not saying on there you're paying 79p or 99p or whatever.
Yeah.
It's just like you just play the song. You just to use. I'm paying 15 quid a month for it. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. Where did your love for music? So you mentioned buying CDs and stuff. Where did that actually come from? Your love of music?
I think it's just generally just the household. Like everyone, like my mom listens to Punjabi music. Like I still have her old vinyls upstairs. My family just generally, like my master actually used to play tumbi. He used to be in the police in Punjab.
Yeah.
And so he's like met Chamkila and stuff like that. You know, proper OG man. So he knew like Surinder Shinda and stuff. I think is that like surprise.
That was just a lift.
Yeah, it's a surprise.
That wasn't anybody actually going down.
Yeah, no, sorry, just so you know, no one's going down. So like, he's met Surinder Shinda and stuff, and like just generally family. To be fair with you, got me into music, and then I think that I actually grew up on like garage and hip hop and stuff like that, and then Punjabi music just naturally came to me. So like my first CD I ever bought was RDB's Danger.
Ooh.
Throwback.
Throwback.
And that's before I knew Gubby Sandhu lived like 10 minutes away from me in Leicester.
Yeah.
So I'm from Leicester. And so that was my first CD ever bought. Second CD ever bought was Legalized, Punjabi MC.
Yeah.
Ever.
Nice.
The only reason I bought Danger was because I liked the intro. When I heard the intro, they were playing it in the shop in Leicester. And I was like, what's this CD? I want it. And I'm like 11 years old, I think. No, was I 11? Yeah, 13, I think.
13.
And I was like, I want this. Like, see, what is this? And then they gave me, I was like, yeah, wicked. RDB, instantly became an RDB fan. But then Legalize is what changed me. Like, that's what made me want to make music. Because like, how does he do this? How did he use Madonna's samples, put it over A.S. Kang?
And it works.
Yeah. How did he get Summertime by Jazzy Jeff? Put an old school Punjabi song on there, Radha Na Bole, and made. How do you do it?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
So that's amazing. Obviously, like now, like you're at a level now. Do you have like a relationship with like, Punjabi MC or RDB?
Good friend. Well, RDB, to be fair, R.I.P. Kuli, he passed away. Like I had a relationship with Kuli when he was alive, and even with Manj and Serge. I know them all.
Yeah.
I still speak to Serge. I'm sorry, Manj more than I speak to Serge. But when we do see each other, obviously it'll be cool. But I had a relationship with Kuli. Like we spoke like weekly, every fortnightly. We'd have a chat. And this is like back in, to be fair with you, it's like MSN days. Yeah, that is hilarious, right?
That's a throwback.
Yeah, there's no secret to it. Like we had a group. It was me, Kuli from RDB, Imran Khan.
Yeah.
Who else is in there? Pal D. I don't know if people remember him.
Fucking heavy hitters, mate.
Yo, Pal D, bad boy producer. He was from Leeds, where my wife's from.
Yeah.
Pal D. Who else is in the group? There's a couple of more. APS. Back in the day, who did all the remixes on like Napstar, and people remember Napstar. But, like,
You're showing your age here now.
Yeah, I'm not even that old, man. But yeah, back
I don't know what Napstar is.
Yeah, back in the day, Napstar, before LimeWire and all these, Napstar was the king of like remix. People used to put their remixes on there, get like million.
It was like the SoundCloud of the 80s, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. Not 80s, not 80s, man. But like the early 2000s. Yeah. It was literally the SoundCloud. It was SoundCloud, 100%. You could get like everyone's Darshan with What's Love remix by DJ Dippa, and we'll download that.
And it was like the audio, you put the wrong headphones in, it was going to blow your ears.
Yeah, 100%. It was so distorted. There was no mixing, mastering back in those.
No.
I think nowadays remixing is like so like, oh, we need to do this, need to that. Then it was just chuck 2 songs together, put it on the net.
That's it. Finish up, product and done.
Done, buddy. There was
Fat
no
Joe, Chunky Love, finish.
Yeah, it was a Pele Lelkada. Yep, just put Doing It by LL Cool J on the top of it.
I love that. What was the first like piece of music that you made?
Oh God.
Oh, it's going to be one of those mashups, isn't it?
Yeah, it was. It was Dil Karda.
Yeah.
I had the instrumental from Kuli from RDB. He gave me Dil Karda by, obviously, Gubbi Sandhu. Gave me the instrumental. I had the acapella of Shorty Swing My Way by KP and Envy. And was it Beer by Punjabi MC? Yeah, it was Beer by Punjabi MC of Switching.
Yeah.
And I just put those 3 together. It was like on Acid Pro 2.
Do you still have it?
No. It must be somewhere. It'd be on my like Packard Bell computer somewhere in the garage.
After the podcast, if you could send that over to us, we'll use
no,
that as a backing track.
Never. Oh, I'm sure the timing was off, everything. Back in those days, like literally Acid Pro 2, you'd have to like cut every single bar and move every single thing to like make sure it's on time.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just, it was hard. Those days were hard, man. Nowadays, I think it's so much easier to create music and it's so...
available.
Yeah, available. Like softwares, or like for instance, Ableton. Not cussing Ableton.
Yeah.
Shout out Ableton if you ever want to. If you ever want to sponsor, But like,
I like how you think this is going to reach millions.
you never know, man. Touch wood. I hope it does. But with Ableton, for instance, you chuck in a sample or a vocal, and it detects the BPM for you. So it's half the job's already done.
Yeah.
Back in those days, we'd have to click to make sure, okay, is this on time?
Right.
You put the metronome on, oh, it's not, okay, so it might be 125, okay, 132, 131, oh, it's 131, all right. Yeah.
Would you class yourself as a bit of a music purist?
No.
Nah?
Nah.
I don't know. The way you're talking about it is like, you've got the mechanics and tech.
I started music when it was that sort of time. I was DJing and I took 5 vinyls, 6 CDs with 18 songs on there to gigs.
Yeah.
Like songs I couldn't get on CD, I had the vinyl. Like it was like I DJed in clubs with back in the day with like Cray Twins and Punjabi MC and RDB. When there was no beat, you couldn't see on the screen what song. So you had to play the song in your ear Oh yeah, okay, yeah, this one, right. Next song. All right, that one. There was no cue button.
Yeah.
You'd pause the song. 1, 2, press play, and then you had a plus and a minus to make sure it's on time with the other song.
Right.
So everything was by ear.
Yeah.
Whereas now you have Serato and these sorts of things which show you the wave of the which just I was like, why wasn't this available then?
You'd be so much further.
Oh,
ahead.
yeah, so much me further. I'll be like world domination. But yeah, like it's changed so much, which is good because obviously evolution of technology is great. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to record this podcast.
True. And this fucking setup would not have been available in the 2000s.
Look at Amazon, bro. We spoke about this off. If there wasn't an Amazon, we wouldn't be sitting here.
Yeah. We would be done. Like we would. I wouldn't know where to source this shit from.
Yeah, back in the, you have to go to a music shop. You have to then ask them for this. You should know what sort of mic you need. You need this, the stand that you need. The wires. It's just.
Bro, you saw what I did. Like, I did zero technical work. I'm the talent around here. Right?
He tries to be the pretty face.
Yeah, no. I almost asked you, bro. Like, Harpz, do you want to set it up? And
dude, how's it sound? Is the mic working?
Yeah. You tell us. You were like, yo, put this over here and that.
Nah, that ain't nothing, bro. I'm just having my green tea.
just chilling. So, you mentioned the Cray twins there. I've got a funny story about the Cray twins.
Oh,
so
they're right with me, yeah.
No, I love the Cray twins, right?
They're cool.
That song with Twister.
That's wicked, man.
I saw that video on MTV Base. I must have been about 12. Wow. You know the one with Twister?
Yeah, Lethal B, Gappy Ranks. Yeah.
I still got that on my iTunes, right? I saw the video of that and I was like, okay. Me with like 13-year-old me with a goodie and that. I was like, I can get chicks twerking around me. I like this. My mum walks in and band karaki kari janda.
I said that you got that. Yeah, you know what? I rate the Cray twins for that. That was like a power move. Like one of obviously their manager at that point, Bali, we're still very good friends. And I think back in those, he had a big vision. And he was very close friends with all these Twisters and DMXs back in the day. Funnily enough, when I started DJing, it was actually in his club in Leicester. He's from Leicester, the guy, Bali. He owns a thing called Rich List now, people know. Yeah, him. So he was the sing in the video, the Sardar of the pub.
Yeah.
So funnily enough, I met Cray Twins through him because that was the first club I ever started DJing at. It was Lounge One in Leicester back in the day. And from there, they all had a vision to do this mainstream thing. And when I saw Cray Twins go top 20, I was like, yo, we can do it,
Yeah.
And this is before, was this after Mundiata Bachke? Yeah, it was after Mundiata Bachke. But, like, who knew two things are going to have Twister, Lethal B, after Pow. So this is after Lethal B's blown up. Peak Lethal Bizzle and Gappy Ranks, like, again, another UK sort of dancehall artist, on a song.
Yeah.
A grime song, like, you know what I mean, like sort of vibe, and be top 20.
How do you like personally go about bridging that gap between like bhangra music, Punjabi music, and then the mainstream?
I think when I first started music, I'll be honest, I stuck in my bubble. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do Punjabi music. Dol, tumbi, normal, dumlakalak sort of Punjabi music. But I never wanted to. I think I was just, okay, I need to be a producer. I'm Indian, I'm brown. Right, I'm going to do a Punjabi song.
Yeah.
Cool, it worked. Jan Nachdi worked. Before Jan Nachdi, they had a couple of songs which are just like, they're in there floating, building up. I think at that point I was building my production to Jan Nachdi to have the quality up.
Yeah.
And I think that was the first song that I was really confident in. Let's do a big video. Back in those days, it was a big video. And sort of let's reach a wider audience.
Mm-hmm.
When I done Nakra Punjab Banda, so it was Jan Nachdi, Paranda, Nakra Punjab Banda.
Yeah.
After Nakra Punjab Banda, I took a break. I took a year and a half off.
You've got to spend all that money, innit?
No, man, don't lie, bro. It's Zara. But like, I took a year and a half break. I was still DJing, but musically I took a break because I wanted to change my sound.
Yeah.
It's really bad to say, but I got tired of this music.
Right.
Because I was like, everyone's doing it. How can I do something which then goes left, but without forgetting my roots?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's when obviously the sort of what I've been growing up with, garage, hip hop, R&B, like that's what I grew up to. So I'm like, all right, how can I make that into that?
Yeah.
And the first song I came back with was with a song with Rackstar called 1984.
Yeah.
And Mortal Productions, they came up to us. They're like, look, can you do a song for this Tharnik album?
Yeah.
we were like, look, we don't want to do anything which is like biased towards one party. So Rockstar, being wicked lyrically, he made a song which was called 1984, which then put everyone together, you know, Sikh, Muslim, Hindu, how they helped each other at that time.
Yeah.
And the beat, I was like, look, I've got this beat, Rax. It's very Nas. He's like, what? He's like, I go, trust me, it's boom bap. Let's do it. He's like, cool. Made it. He was like, whoa. From there, we built up a relationship, and then we released Poison, which was again like trap.
Yeah.
It was not trap as in Young Thug and Travis Scott trap,
Yeah.
but as in like Skrillex, Diplo trap, which was Poison. And from there, I realized, you know what? I need to stay in this because I feel more comfortable making this. I can make a Desi song. I can sit here, put a talkie over a hip hop beat, and I'm, you know, bhangra dance floor, hostel part 5. But to be fair with you, I thought, you know what, let's do something different. And slowly the audience will captivate towards it. And now in 2019 and, you know, 2018, I've realized that urban music is more in. You're hearing your Mickey Sings phones, you're hearing your prophecies, you're hearing your Guru Randawas. They don't have it all in their songs.
Yeah, so I always think that it came from like, I noticed it first with, I used to watch a lot of Just Rain's videos.
Oh, yeah.
And you know, Just Rain brought a lot of these Canadian guys like to the forefront.
I was in one of his videos, man.
Yeah, the UK
one.
yeah.
You know what? A big up Just Rain, yeah, because he introduced a lot of, not introduced Fateh, I can't say that because Fateh was with Zeus and Fateh was doing his own thing back in the day. But I think he put light on these Canadian artists a lot, almost like a cosign, because he has such a big platform, which is great. And then from there, they brought their sound in, which then ultimately moved UK bhangra to Canada, in a sense.
Yes.
In a sense. UK bhangra are still there. The essence of all this, what they're doing, is UK bhangra. From when Zeus made Kangana.
Yep.
Kangana is not a Desi song.
No.
But it's a song, when he DJs, it's the biggest song on his set because it's worldwide. It's a hip hop song.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Very influenced by Independent Women by Destiny's Child.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Like, people know that, and he knows that because he was influenced by hip hop. Like, his biggest inspiration was Dr. Dre. So from him making that to now what's coming out, it's not very different. It's just that the new age, the new generation have now got this sound, they've got the technology, and they can produce it faster than what the older generation could. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm with it. Like, music's moving really fucking fast now.
Really fast, man.
What do you make? What's the state of UK bhangra then? Ooh, controversial questions are being asked now.
No, you know,
so basically, who the fuck do you hate?
I hate nobody, man. I'm the nice guy in the industry.
No. Like, so what? Like, generically speaking, without saying specific, but like, how do you view talent in the UK and versus other places?
Can I be honest? The UK talent used to be striving. There used to be so well. To me, there is a lot of singers here, but I don't know why they're not coming out of the shadows. I don't know why they're not getting the light. All right, me being straight, yeah.
Go on.
Music producers want to work with the biggest, baddest singers.
Yeah.
So rather than Tinku from around the block, right? They'll go to next man in India and want his vocals. They'll beg for it. And that's it. They don't think that any established singer at one point was a new singer.
Yeah.
That's how I think. All these, like, I'm not going to say their names, but all these biggest singers in the world right now, you know, like you typically you go to a wedding, you hear Sherry Man, Diljit, Amrit Man. They were all new singers at one point.
Yeah. I remember when Diljit was new. I used to fucking hate that guy.
Why, bro?
No.
He did good songs from the start.
He had some awful
Besides Chocolate.
Oh, bro, no, he had some awful songs.
I think he knows that as well.
Yeah. I always think that like artists must know. Obviously, it's not a nice thing when somebody's like.
Yeah.
So,
No, but you know what? I don't think it was a bad song because you know what? He is a very good singer. I think the choice of lyrics worked great.
Yes.
That's all it is. That's not his fault.
He always had the talent. But what's that one? There's that one where he's like got these multicolored bugs on.
Yeah,
he's walking through this like fucking thing with all these jumnia up, and you're like, bro, this used to be Diljit. His head was bigger than his body. Like,
well, listen, if you don't like him at his worst, you can't get him at his best.
Yeah, very true. And then it switched out. For me, it switched out with the True School album he did.
Yeah, that album was like, I would say, probably one of the best pieces of work come out of the UK.
Yes.
It was a UK album. Like, it was true school.
Back to basics. That's
Back
what
to
it was.
basics, yeah.
Yeah.
Revolutionary. Like, it changed. I think it changed bhangra because everyone in India wanted that sound.
Yeah.
Everyone wanted that sound. Because before that, I think True School released Chak Denge and Kulvinder Jal, Boliyan, Chak Denge by Gurpage Brad. So the sound was coming.
Yeah.
And obviously, people in India like Diljit must have heard it and think, yo, that's
banging.
I need that.
Mm.
And he went to the right person. I think it changed Diljit from Lap 28
Yes, that's
to
fucking
Kargu
yeah.
to now Diljit Dosanjh to sell out stadiums.
Yes.
Big up to him, man. He's done a lot.
His journey as an artist is just fucking fascinating. Because I remember being at uni and this was like peak fucking into bhangra music and everything.
Right.
And I remember everybody from 1 year going in from first year where everybody was like taking a fucking piss.
Mm.
You know, with that again that Just Rain did like fucking parodies and stuff.
He did. Oh, man.
And to go into holy shit, the year 2, it's like, oh, Diljit is the guy, bro.
He's the
I've
guy.
been riding with him since day, bro. Yeah. This guy is
From day, bro.
Mark 28 and that, bro.
Yeah, it's my ringtone, man.
yeah. And it went overnight almost, wasn't it?
It was literally day and night. And you know what? You have to put it to the fact of, you know, Veet Baljit being an amazing lyricist, with True School's amazing music. With Diljit has got a bad boy voice.
Awesome.
And
Absolutely
to be fair with you, I have to say anything he touches is gold.
Yeah. What was that other song? The one that I should not like, but I fucking love. The one with the Gordy in the video. What's that?
The one with the Gordy in the video.
Do you
know? Bad boy song.
Bro,
What do you mean?
I will be going down the fucking motorway.
She's not even a Gordy, man. She's Punjabi.
Oh yeah, she is. I follow her on Instagram as well.
Yeah, do follow
Trish Taliwa.
That's
it. Yeah.
Trish, man. Yeah, she's Punjabi. Yeah.
Half or something. She's half.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, bro, I know all of these fucking things. She's out in California, right? Just. I'll make you laugh and everything, I swear. Jesus Christ, I got desperate quick, innit?
Yeah, that was really hard.
Hello, please.
Follow me back at least.
I will have my parents contact your parents. No, going back to the serious point, so the state of UK bhangra and artists not working, DJs and producers not working with local talent.
No, I think some of them do. Like, again, I keep saying True School, but True School does, he teaches new people how to sing. So he's a teacher as well. So he taught JK how to sing. Right? I think it was like a long time. So people at True School and stuff, they do source out local singers and sort of bring the best out of them and create these artists. Like I think he just released a song with a new guy from the UK. So people like him are doing it. Yeah. But there's a lot of producers, not of the old age, but of the new age that go for glory.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's not cussing anyone out, but do what you want to do, innit? Yeah. But I do realise they just go for the glory. And I believe in like the cycle coming back. Right now, everything is in India. All the big songs that we dance to at weddings or clubs, or I play in a club, are from India. Yeah. The last UK song was probably a True School song. Or a JK song.
Yeah, true.
That I would play all like my own.
I'm trying to go through my iTunes and I can't
actually... Yeah, think about your iTunes, yeah? Your last 3 songs. Go on. Bhangra songs.
Oh, thank fuck, because it was going to be Madonna.
No, bro, not that. Yeah.
Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah, right now, I'm going to get the buble out right now, man.
Yeah, they generally, the last album was, well, probably because you were coming out, I was listening to all of your stuff on repeat.
Stream it.
Yeah, stream it. Spotify, Apple. I'll sing it to you if you want. Yeah, True School. Generally, I do think it's True School.
JK.
JK.
Maybe Bupsagu. Bupsagu's been rapping UK bhangra.
No, it was Twin Beats. No, Manny Sandhu.
Manny Sandhu. Great. You know what? As a producer, he's keeping the UK sound alive. So yeah.
He works a lot with garage as well, isn't it? We were talking about garage.
He's trying to bring it back, which is good.
He had that album, was it a mixtape that he just released for free that was banging?
Oh, yeah, with all garage songs. Yeah, he had all garage songs on there. Again, Manny is a great example. He's a UK producer who's keeping the UK sound.
Yeah.
So him, True School, Zeus, PMC, they want to keep UK bhangra going, but then there's a whole heap of people,
The newer guys, yeah.
that just go for glory.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? State of UK bhangra. I think if the UK stuck together more, and we work with local talent, yeah, we can bring it back full circle. Because at one point, all the singers were from here.
Yeah.
At one point, who started bhangra? Not started bhangra, but who started? No, not that much. That's deep. No, not going that deep. But like UK bhangra, for instance, right? It started with like Malkit, Hira, all them lot.
Yeah.
The bands, Channi Alap, Premi, Achanak.
Yeah.
You can even go back as a Juba. A Juba is old, right? Yeah, big up a Juba. I like a Juba. Yeah, cassettes. Literally cassettes. Like Hira, Premi, like all that. I remember like Safri boys. Balvinder Safri, probably one of the best vocalists to ever come out. And that's where UK bhangra was at its essence. Doe Jania, Putsar Darande, like... all that, man. And then Malkit made UK bhangra like cool.
Yeah.
Right? I would say probably some of the best songs were done by Malkit and Hira and these people. And now everything's gone away. Canada is taking over.
Canada had the early 2000s, didn't it? Sony Babla, people like that.
Yeah, Sony Babla, yeah, DJ Sanj and all them lot. Yeah, you're right, Little Satch. But again, Current MC and those guys were from Birmingham.
Yeah. And RDB as well.
RDB up north. Up north. Tiger Style was Scotland.
Yeah. Oh, every time I hear fucking Tiger Style on like interviews and stuff, whenever I hear their fucking talk, I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, where are you from, bro? You know what? Yeah, they're from Glasgow, so they rep the north. They were like north.
Yeah.
Then you had RDB like Leeds, Bradford. Who else was up there? Mets and Tricks, Surinder Ratan. Who else was up there?
But then it went like now it's like over in India.
Now everything's shifted that way. So like everything coming out now and everyone's playing the song. The biggest songs are from India right now.
Definitely.
But at one point the biggest songs were from the UK. So I believe that it is going to go back in circle. UK is going to have its time. But I think we do need to support each other a bit more.
Here in the UK.
Yeah, just the UK audience. Believe in your artists, man. Like, us lot are still around. And we've been around for a long time. Like, support your Punjabi MCs, your Dr. Zeus's, your Justice Sidhus, your B21s. Now, look at B21. They're global.
Yeah.
They were in Bendy Like Beckham. Darshan was in Bendy Like Beckham. Mainstream film by Gurinder Chadha. It was like one of the biggest UK films, right?
Yeah. Now we're going to stir up some controversy because I've just had a question pop in my head. I was about to answer you, but I thought I'd give you a little bit of warning, right? Bollywood.
What's wrong with it?
Bro, what's Bollywood doing to all of these?
Oh, man.
Come on. Yeah, I know. I'm about to get... You're like, bro, I'm trying to get featured in a film. Stop this.
Trying to get back in Bollywood, bro.
No, because I was reading up about a few things. So like I said, I don't stay in touch with bhangra as much as I probably used to.
Yeah.
But I still do like pick up on bits and pieces here. I was reading they were just stealing fucking songs.
They're not stealing songs. That's, I think, the wrong thing. They're not stealing them. Some of the songs from back in the day, bhangra songs, when they were signed by big labels in India, not saying any names, but whatever the biggest labels are over there, right?
We all know them.
So the biggest labels over there, they had the copyright and the rights to these songs.
Right.
So they can do whatever they want. What are you going to do?
Kills my soul a little bit.
Yeah. What are you going to do? What can you do? Like, if they own a Sarjeet Bandrukia song from 20 years ago.
I won't even lie to you, when I heard that fucking Sarjeet Bandrukia fucking Bollywood refix shit, and I know you can't say it, but fuck it, they don't produce comedy. Fuck them. Bro, I was thinking, look man, okay, how do we get rid of this shit, right? I was about to start another fuck T-series thing, right?
Whoa! Big up T-series, man.
Like I said, I'm here to get you into trouble. Like, this doesn't affect my career.
I might have to go to comedy.
I can see it in Harpz's eyes. He's there like...
I'm just like...
So, do you remember that T-series stuff? I didn't know what it was about.
That was Thingy, the other YouTuber, right?
Yeah, that blonde prick.
What's his name, man?
PewDiePie. That's who it was.
Yo, that was sick, man.
Isn't he a paedophile now? Or am I just making that up? Somebody Google it. I
Yo.
definitely do think he's a bit paedophile.
Nah.
He's something. I'll apologise if he's not, but Google it, Jasper.
Nah, he's not.
Go on, Jasper's Googling it. But yeah, like that T-Series thing, like, I didn't realise, so that was all around fake views, wasn't it?
I don't know. I think it was the race to 100 million subscribers, no?
Yeah, but what it was I think they were accused, and this is where I'm like, kind of like, fuck PewDiePie, innit?
Alright.
I'll take T-Series side over PewDiePie.
Go on.
But I think he was complaining about them having fake
Views.
fake followers or something. And yeah, I know it's a big thing in the industry.
It
I must
happens.
say T-Series.
It happens, but...
Bro, yeah, of course it happens. When there was like fucking... I saw it, the first time I saw it was... There was a music video from some guy I'd never even heard of, right? And that's what made me suspicious, right?
Right.
Some guy that I'd never even heard of, and it was like second on global YouTube.
Trending, yeah?
I was like, huh? Like, and it was like one of those typical like high school children,
Yeah, you know what the thing is?
45, a cigar, fake kid,
The one thing I'm going to say is...
Jasper, hurry up! I want to before we move off.
Well, talk about Peter...
He's not a pedo.
He's not a Peter. Alright.
You didn't do that, like, where you have to, like, get more subscribers.
Oh, so he did go up against T-Series and bhangra.
Yeah,
Fuck it, man. PewDiePie's a paedophile. Fuck
Yeah.
it.
No,
Let's start this rumor. Fuck it.
But his supporters, like, got, like, billboards to say subscribe to PewDiePie and not T-Series.
I was seeing it on Tinder bios. That's when I realised that shit went too far.
But...
when I was seeing subscribe to PewDiePie
on Tinder
bios, I was like, this motherfucker's gone too far.
He's got power, man.
Yeah,
he got people on Tinder saying, "Yo, subscribe to PewDiePie."
He's like one of them Bob bitches just brainwashed.
But you know, T-Series probably sitting there like, "Mate, we're getting free adverts, and when look at 100 million subscribers, like the bill up, like, but yeah."
I didn't subscribe until T-Series until that thing.
Then you thought, "Oh yeah,
I was like, Sunday one day."
Yeah, brown.
Yeah. But yeah, so what's your opinions on fake views?
Yeah, it's fucked, isn't it? Look, can I be honest? Look, I'm not going to say anybody, do what you want to do. Yeah, do what you want to do. But listen, if Drake ain't getting 1 million views in one day, 24 hours, listen, if Banda's getting 300 million views on your video, yeah, and Drake's only on 10, there's something wrong with you.
What I would say is Drake actually could be a pedophile. So, no, what are you fucking laughing for?
Why are you saying that for, man?
No, because this was a topic of one of our WhatsApp groups, right?
What, Drake?
Drake's been messaging. So there's a thing that's come out, right, where it's and I'm writing a fucking bit about this as well. So I'm just giving you guys free material.
Is this real?
Yeah. So he was messaging a bunch of under 18s, like a little bit too much, and it was just text messaging. It was those famous people, Billie Eilish and
Like the girl who plays Stranger Things.
Yeah, the girl from Stranger Things. He was messaging.
Oh, is Billie Eilish under 18?
Yes, don't fucking say anything because I want your career to carry
No, I didn't know she was. No.
I didn't know who she was.
Her content's quite mature. Like she's songs are pretty sick, man. Yeah.
But
I didn't know she was like young.
Yeah, so she's like 15. No, she might not be.
Nah.
She's 16, 17.
She got nominated for a Grammy. You're big up to her, man.
Mad, isn't it? But then that earned her Drake's attention, and one of our topics of our WhatsApp groups was one of our friends who's really into Drake was defending him, and I was like, this is exactly how R. Kelly started. Either you need to have a word with Drake. Raw, the silence in this room.
Drake, how could you put Drake and R. Kelly in the same sentence?
Hey,
man?
I'm just saying, R. Kelly started somewhere, alright? Even R. Kelly didn't get accused of messaging chicks, he was just turning up outside of schools, alright?
Yeah, rolling up on them like, yo, what you saying? Fiesta.
Oh, bro. But all I'm saying is, if you got Drake's number, just tell him to knock that shit off if he doesn't want to be fucked up, right?
Bro, if I had his number, bro, like... But
I'll be honest, a lot of this shit will probably be cut out. I can see Mona.
Nah, keep it, man.
Mona does her editing.
She's already like, that whole minute is gone.
Yeah.
Pedophile, PewDiePie, we don't want to get shut down for copyright. YouTube channel banned.
Alright, let's steer this into some less dangerous territory.
Go on.
Although this may be equally as controversial, if you could work with 3 artists, past and present,
right,
across any genres, who would it be?
Adele.
Bro, you went straight for Adele. Why Adele? Go on, we'll go.
Bad boy voice.
Bad boy voice.
Bad boy. I love like...
Would you try teaching her how to do Punjabi singing?
No.
She'd make the best Dukhi Ghana of all
That's
time.
exactly what... You know what? I listen to slow songs, right?
Yeah.
As much as I'm DJ Harpz, bhangra, ooh, bale, bale, bale,
Yeah.
patake, I love slow songs. So I listen to Sabra Koti, I listen to Master Salim,
Yeah.
I listen to like old school, like old R&B.
Jordan, Greek Banda, that kind of,
Yeah. bro.
That's the best song of all time.
All that sort of, bro. No, not of all time. No.
Oh, let's debate this out.
No,
that song is the best.
No,
song
it's
of
not
all
the
time.
best song of all time. No.
Right, she's about to get heated.
No, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
right.
Adele.
But Adele, I would have loved to produce like Rolling in the Deep or like Hello, or, to be fair, anything from her. But when her vocal ability and her songwriting is amazing. So Adele's one.
Yeah.
Second, Kuldeep Manik.
Shout.
Yeah. On like a hip hop.
Oh, he did a couple, didn't he?
No, they were remixes.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, so he wasn't actually.
Yeah,
okay.
I think he done original vocals for like I'm in Here and people like that.
Yeah.
But I don't think they were on hip hop. They were more like dissy with hip hop twist.
Yeah.
But I'd love him on like a boom bap,
Right,
sort of like
right.
bad boy like boom bap thing, and Notorious B.I.G.
Alright, some few heavy hitters there.
Or Nipsey Hussle, to be fair, because I love Nipsey.
Nipsey's last
bad
album
boy.
was one of the best albums I've ever heard.
Bad boy.
That was my most played of 2019.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Nipsey's album was
Victory.
sick. Yeah, but like if it wasn't
Victory
Nipsey, then Victory Lap. If it wasn't Nipsey, it'd be Notorious. Yeah, B.I.G. I was a bit conflicted there because I even speak to my wife about it. I like Tupac's Bad Boy, but I think Biggie would come with a different
I
flow.
can understand it from a producer's point of view. He's going to look after the beat a little bit more.
Biggie would make Tupac lyrically is very deep. Biggie would make you a Bad Boy song.
Yeah,
Song.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
So I'm a big hip hop head, like massive,
Right.
and I do agree with you. I think Biggie would look after the beat a lot more.
Yeah.
And there's stories everywhere where it's like Tupac will go into a studio, record something in 15 minutes, and then it's done. Whereas Biggie would probably spend a couple of days.
Like, okay, this is the hook. Yep. This is the verse. Yep. Okay, cool. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'll be a bit more different. So I think Biggie.
Just get all three of them on, man. That'd be
Imagine that Adele, Kuldeep Manik, and Notorious B.I.G. on a song.
Wow.
Oh.
That's a power play. Even if the song's shit, that's being stuck on
That's
repeat.
anything. That's number one.
Do you have anything in your like catalogue? Okay, let me rephrase this. I was going to say anything, but we've been over that. Do you have anything in your release catalogue since you've hit that you've been like, wish I could like take that back?
I not want to release it.
Yeah, that you've released it or you have done for whatever reason.
I just wish I'd never done it.
Yeah. Go on.
I'm not gonna say what.
Oh yeah, true. You can tell me off air.
I'll tell you off air. But yeah, there's plenty of like. I wish I'd never done it. I think I just.
How do you deal with that? Because whenever I write like I'll tell you the genesis of this question.
Go on.
It's like I was watching a few old videos of mine, just like I'm like tidying up my material and stuff.
Of your like stage shows.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of like my sets and stuff and jokes I've told, and there have been a few bits where I've been like, what the fuck? And I've actively cringed. I'm like, even though it's got a laugh, I'm like, ah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. We were talking about airport security. One of my bits is about airport security.
Okay, yeah.
And it's all about bullshit.
Oh, I love airport security.
Like, I've never had an experience like that. It was all about fucking being taken aside, fingered, and all that. Yeah. I'll send you the fucking bit. It's hilarious. Well, people find it hilarious, but I don't have any faith in that bit because I know it's bullshit.
Oh, because it's never happened.
It's never happened.
So you're like, so, you know, when you write comedy.
Yeah.
I know it's
Go on, fuck it, go.
So when you write comedy, do you mostly write it towards real life things that have happened? So like
more now.
More now than before. It would be like, this would be funny if you spoke about
Yeah.
you know, the airport security bringing the rubber glove.
Yeah, I think that was the only bit that I've like properly stuck with.
Okay.
That wasn't based on truth.
On truth, okay.
And now it's like everything's got an element. There'll be exaggeration. So I do like a lot about arranged marriage.
Okay.
And all of the main.
Are you getting loads of just things?
Yeah.
Are you actually?
Bro, I'm about to be 27. My mum had a conversation with
You're
me
young,
yesterday.
man. Serious.
Bro,
What'd she say?
The first conversation she
What
had. I told you, she heard some of my jokes.
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
She heard some of my jokes and she was like, look, Inuhana appe wife polani bani.
Appe lovely
bani. You're
bani.
gonna have to find your own wife because we can't help you.
Yeah,
right?
that is game over. Pote
Yeah.
hone tenu appe lovely bani hai.
She was like, the girls' parents are not gonna be happy with all of this information you're dishing out.
Yeah, they munde da na ki Preet. Kaad lagi comedy.
No. I've sorted it out. I don't use my real name. Preet's not my real name.
No.
Nah.
This is all fake.
This is all. I've got it all sussed out. My real name is like Harpz.
Yeah, that's what I do. Group saying.
Yeah, like proper like cardinal name.
Yeah.
Nah. Yeah, so it's like there are a few bits that I want to like
Really?
take back. That would be one of them. But it all serves its purpose, doesn't it? I guess.
Yeah, to be fair, I think at the time it was bringing out content, and at that time I believed in the singer and I wanted to do these songs. But then looking back and thinking, oh man, could have given that beat to someone else.
It's based around
that one, but no names mentioned. But like, I know which ones, and I'm like,
so it's like your value. Have you ever had like a singer that's like been so difficult to work with?
Oh yeah.
That you're like,
why, bro? You know what is it? And funnily enough, it's been a singer that was actually beneficial to me. Like, it was a good thing to have this collabo. But man's a diva, man. Like, this guy, like, please, master karo, like, gana bhan gaya. Like, I had to like redo the song like 3 times. I'm like, oh man, done the whole song. Like, that party, head not change. I'm like, party, this is tomorrow.
Bargie's about to flip out, bro. Bargie's a big dude.
Bargie's about to press delete on the project, bro.
What was it like during the early days? So did you know like all straight away that okay, this is what I want to be?
No.
What was that like? Go on, detail that.
I think in the early days I was like, yeah, I need to go to school. I need to, do this. I was young. My mum was like, look, tu sharab nahi peenda, tu kuch karda nahi. Like, I've never drank.
Yeah.
Like, I'm teetotal in that sense. And mum's like, chal theek hai, tu DJ karna hai? And I'm like 14.
Bro, okay.
Yeah. And said, tu DJ karna hai? Chal tu kar. Swear to school jana pada. You have to wake up and go to school at 8:30. So do what you want. You're coming home at 2. This is when clubs finished at 2. Right?
Yeah.
And this is where people used to smoke in clubs. So I'd come home, my pug would stink of cigarettes.
Yeah.
Mom was like, tu cigarette me that? No! I go, Mom, they smoke in clubs. She goes, nahi tu cigarette me that. I was like, Mom, listen, they smoke in clubs.
Yeah.
She goes, all your clothes stink. I'm like, yes, what can I do? And so she's like, yeah, cool. You want to do this? Perfectly fine. She goes, you need to get up and go to school. And I was always the class clown. Right, so school wasn't my thing. And this is me being honest. Stay in school, do education. Like, I would recommend it. It wasn't my thing. No, I was always very hands-on. More than writing an essay. If you told me to talk about it, I'd be able to talk about it. Right? Or like visualize or whatever. Like create something, I'd be able to create it. Rather than writing stuff down and taking exams. It wasn't my thing. Yeah. Like, you know what? Now, I can say it now. I'm married. Like, it don't matter. My English GCSE, I DJ'd the night before. So I came home at 2:30 and the exam was first thing in the morning. I walked in the assembly hall, wherever it was, like, they set up the desks in rows, you have your little paper, you have your little single desk you sit in. Like, wrote my name and I fell asleep.
Oh my word.
So I remember the teacher, I'm not going to say her name, but I remember the teacher, she like tapped me on the shoulder. She's like, Harpreet. I was like, yeah. She goes, you need to go out. She was like, oh, I can't do this. I just walked out. And like, my wife's looking at me. She's looking at me.
Off camera, Harpz's wife is there. She is, this is going to be an interesting conversation when you get home.
Sips yeah, she knows everything. She knows.
Doesn't mean she's any less angry.
Nah, it still comes to her head like, and
this guy ain't done his GCSEs.
No, I did do my GCSEs, just English I never done. But I think I speak pretty good English, I think.
That's all you really need.
Yeah, if I speak it, I can read it.
All your songs are in Punjabi anyway, who cares?
Exactly. I got Punjabi GCSE.
That makes up for it. You got a language.
My mum was well proud.
Bro.
She looked, she goes, Punjabi B.
Nah, bro, my parents were, that was the first time I think I ever did, actually probably the second time I ever disappointed my parents. A couple of our cousins got a Punjabi GCSE. To this day, I've got a fucking degree, I've got a day job that like people would murder to have. Right. Fucking doing all of this bollocks. To this day,
you still
my mum will every so often she'll be like, "Jana Punjabi GCSE."
Oh, you should see. Yo, listen.
I'm like, I speak it fluently, bro. Like,
I speak Punjabi.
I go to India and people are like, "Whoa, hey,
Punjabi badi vadiya hai." I get that.
They're like, "Hey, no, bala munda ta nahi."
Juke da to, juke.
Yeah.
There's no UK,
UK ਤੇ ਇੱਥੋਂ ਦਾ ਫਰਕ ਕੀ ਹੈ ਤੂੰ ਦੱਸ ਹਨਾ
Yeah. You know what was a disappointing day? So this is like the origins of how I got into making music.
Go on.
So I learnt tabla and harmonium at the Gurdwara, which is a Tuesday and a Thursday at the Gurdwara. I got kicked out of Punjabi school.
Oh dear God.
Right? So I was a class. So this is Punjabi school at the Gurdwara.
Yeah.
I got kicked out. Right?
What the fuck did you do?
I was just messing about, innit? You know when like...
Was it one of them strict uncles?
Yeah, auntie, she's like, Basu, tu nikal ja bahar. And I was alright. Right, so you know when you're like just a twat.
Yeah.
So I could swear at it. You know when you're just an idiot and a twat.
Yeah.
I was a twat, right? I wasn't like, cussing the teacher out.
Oh, okay.
But I was a class clown.
Yeah.
So when they just had enough, like, bitch, shut up, nikal bahar. And my mum goes, well, you're still going Gurdwara, so you better do something, innit?
Yeah.
And I was like, sick, kirtan practice upstairs.
Nice.
Learned tabla, learned harmonium, and that sort of got me into the Punjabi music.
Yeah.
Even more so than listening to it, is the fact that I knew rags, I knew how to play the harmonium. Not to I'm not crazy level of playing harmonium, but I know my keys. Yeah, I know my keys, I know how to play, which is great. So, in a sense, it was a blessing.
Getting kicked out of Punjabi school.
No, I kicked out of Punjabi, but yeah, kind of it was. Because
how many times have you rehearsed that speech with your parents?
yeah, like, Mum, if I didn't get kicked out, if Miss So-and-so didn't kick me out, I wouldn't have been DJ Harpz.
They're all going to be Miss Calls, aren't they?
They're all Miss... Actually, yeah, Miss Call. Miss Call would have kicked me
Miss
out.
Call.
I was about to say her first name, I shouldn't have. If she ever heard this...
Nah, Satpal will fuck you up, bro.
Yeah. Yo, listen, her name began with a V, man. It was a mad name,
Bro, with a V.
Yeah, I'll tell you, it's a mad...
Verinder.
No, it wasn't even nothing typical, some
okay.
next level name.
That's crazy.
It's a mad...
I was always... It's weird, like, people always, like, mention, like, school and stuff.
Right.
I used to, like... I got into comedy, like, fairly early. Like, just as a fan.
Who was your favourite comedian?
Oh, Dave Chappelle. I
Serious?
think I've talked about it in every podcast I've done, but yeah,
I think you have, yeah.
Dave Chappelle is just fucking amazing. But then, like, we were talking about representation as well, off air, but it's like Paul Chowdhury, seen somebody like Paul Chowdhury?
Yeah, he's
sent him
funny.
an email today, so...
He's funny, man. He is
good
so,
dude.
but I think people can either take him the right way or wrong way. But
Yeah.
I think he's hilarious.
I've seen him multiple times in clubs, like comedy clubs, and he's never not killed.
Oh yeah,
Like-
of course he can.
He's just amazing. But so school, yeah. So I was never like funny at school. I was a pretty angry kid actually. I remember one time I got up in the middle of maths class. This is the only time I've ever almost been kicked out of school.
Right.
I got up in maths class one time and I hit somebody with a keyboard.
What the hell, man?
Yeah.
I think I should be talking to you counselling, man. You're right, bro.
No, do you know what it was? I always had this like my mum was a bit of a gangster, innit? So she always
Was
used
she
to say,
rolled up with a BMW blasting NWA?
No,
What sort
not
of
that
gangster?
level, not that level of gangster. I'm talking like fucking Godfather levels, like anybody gives you shit.
You tell me.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
fucking sort it kind of.
Yeah,
kind
you
of
tell me.
Hey, this fucking guy, was he
Yeah.
like?
The family will sort it for
Yeah.
you.
So she was always like, "Don't take any shit from anybody," and I was like,
What to be fair, my mum was the same. Like she was
Yeah.
exactly like, "Kisne tenu kya chaped nahi mari? You come home knocked out. I'm gonna knock you out." I'm like,
"Oh,
all right.
So I hit this guy with a keyboard, and I was very fortunate.
Bachara keyboard, man.
Yeah, my mum, it was a teacher's keyboard as well.
Bachara.
I was very fortunate. They called my mum, and my mum covered for me. She was like, "Look, I can't come down to school now. Just put him back in class. I'll deal with him when he gets home." They're like, "Look, we can't put him back in class. Like, he's got fucking issues. This guy
Just knock someone out with a keyboard.
Yeah, he's gonna fucking hurt somebody." And then, but for some reason, I don't know what my mum said to them. They put me back in class, but they were like super like, "You're gonna get kicked out." My mum came down after school one day to go talk with the teachers.
Right.
She sent me out of the class. I don't know what she said to these men, right? I don't know what she said. They were just like, "Nah, it's all been smoothed. Like everything's
Your
fine."
mum
They're
just
like,
pulled out the shot. You like, listen.
I don't know what my mum did. She's on Mardani as well. She had a kaban or something.
She did the quick speed dial to the Khalistan.
Yeah,
Now, listen.
I don't know what she fucking said. But then, yeah, I didn't get kicked out of school.
Wow.
So that was fortunate.
That's.
Yeah.
The
I
amount
don't
of
know
time
what the relevance of that bit was, but fuck it, I'm a bit of a nutcase.
No, it's like with me. Like I was a class clown. You were obviously
Oh, yeah.
abusing people with keyboards.
Abusing people with
Yeah, like Bachata keyboards, man.
Yeah,
Computer gear.
Smashed up, bro.
The rest of the lesson, these people don't have no computer, man. The teacher's screwed.
Yeah, the teacher was. I remember as well. I will never forget the sound of the fucking keys hitting like the tables.
Flying, it flies everywhere.
It goes everywhere.
Not that I've hit anybody with a keyboard.
Yeah, Harpz, you know a little bit too
No,
much.
but I can imagine like the keys flying out.
So, alright, you tell me about your childhood trauma.
Bro, you know what? Childhood was good, you know.
Were your parents supportive of like your music?
Yeah, well, it's always been me and my mum. And yeah, you know what? She was. I was quite shocked. Especially when I started DJing. Because like it was one Christmas, I was like, look, I want some decks. I want some decks. I've seen it. I want some like. She's like, cool. So all right, cool. Back in the day, she bought me some Newmark decks and a mixer. And then I went to the local record shop and I bought, what was the first? Yo, my first record was Nas, Got Yourself a Gun.
No.
How bad is that?
O2,
I was
yes.
like, yeah, I'm like, whoa, Nas, Got Yourself a Gun was my first
The Sopranos
ever.
hook.
Yeah, it was my first ever record. Yeah, it was a purple record. I remember the vinyl. Vinyl was purple as well. I've still got it in my garage.
Yes.
The vinyl was actually purple. Yeah, the cover and the vinyl.
That's
was
the best album, I think. I think hip hop wise, that's. Yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna say it. I think that's the best album of all time. Stillmatic.
Nah.
Yes.
Stillmatic.
Stillmatic.
More than Illmatic.
Yes, Stillmatic. When the fucking Ether, Rewind,
Yeah.
One Mic.
Yeah, you've got a point. You've got a point.
The production, and I have a.
Not Reasonable Doubt, no? Are you a Jay-Z fan?
I can't say I'm a huge Jay-Z fan, but Reasonable Doubt is my favourite Jay-Z album.
Yeah, 100%.
But
I like 444. I think it
444 that's my second favourite.
I think it brought it back to he brought it back to his essence.
Real
which is
simple fucking New York hip hop, wasn't it? But
not ABBA, no?
Fuck ABBA.
I've seen the spot now.
No. So like we're going hip hop.
Yeah.
Capital Punishment. Big Pun to me is the most underrated rapper of all time.
100%. Big Pun is bad boy. Big Pun, Big L, both of them.
I think skills wise, I think Big Pun's got everything.
Well, it's like Fat Joe's learned from him.
Yeah.
And look how good Fat Joe is.
Yeah. So Big Pun to me, but Stillmatic's the best. Go on, your turn. Best hip hop album of all time.
In my own opinion.
Yeah. I mean, these are just all opinions, isn't they?
Born to Die. Biggie.
Better than Life After Death.
No, Life After Death.
Yes.
Biggie.
Yeah,
Life
yeah,
After
yeah,
Death.
okay.
Biggie. Yeah, 100%.
All right, cool. Yeah. I can give you these.
Yeah, Life After Death. Yeah, Biggie, Life After Death. 100%. In my opinion, the best hip hop album for me of all time.
So there's like a variety of albums. I think there's a pool of albums that if you were to choose one of them,
Yeah.
the 7 Day Theory, absolutely incredible. That would be up there for me. You got whoa, the whole backstory of it, the mysticism, the backstory of like fucking. Imagine a dude dies and 7 days later an album comes out. It's the 7 Day Theory. That's all about fucking death.
Death and the guys, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
yeah, true. The backstory of it, I think, makes that album even more.
Hail Mary, Blasphemy,
True.
Life of an Outlaw. Like there's
All of it
heavy
is.
hitters.
Yeah, all right.
And
Okay.
it's so dark and gritty.
No, but that's what that album was. That album was a dark album.
Yes,
a
and I
very
love
dark
stuff
album.
like that. Which is one of the reasons I love Stillmatic. Because-
Yeah, still like more than Illmatic was a more darker, more lyrically. Yeah.
And it was the whole like the Jay-Z beats kicking on. And Nas
At
had
that point-
a couple of flops, didn't he?
Yeah, before Stillmatic.
Yeah, all of a sudden the first song off of there is fucking Ether.
Whereas Jay-Z was hitting
Yes.
home.
Yeah, he had all of them blueprints go through.
Yeah, he had
I think he had
Blueprint
two. I think he had two out by then, didn't he?
Did I Blueprint 1 and 2 out by then?
I think he had two. I can't remember the actual fucking thing. But
Probably.
Hard Knock Life.
Yeah, he
he's
did
like-
have Hardy. Yeah, Hates the Izzo. He had all that. Yeah,
so he
Blueprint 1 and
was
2.
like at pinnacle Jay-Z, and then all of a sudden, fucking Sleeping Giant Nas.
My guy comes out with
Yeah.
Ether. Oh, it's true.
Ether was on point. I think that's probably after Hit 'Em Up. It's probably the.
West Coast rap or East Coast rap?
Ooh,
That's a good question, isn't it? See,
that
I'm
is-
asking
innit?
the questions
Fucking
now.
hell, yeah. Bro, should we swap chairs? It has to be overall. It has to be East Coast.
Oh, really? New York and all that sort of.
Yeah, it has to be
Miami,
Wu-Tang, Nas.
Raekwon, Ghostface
Yeah,
Killer.
that's what I'm saying. Even just in the Wu-Tang, you've got like
all of
about
them.
6,
Method.
7.
Even Redman was like quote unquote Wu-Tang member, but
Yeah.
Redman, Method, Raekwon, Ghostface.
Like Ghostface, I think has got one of the best voices in hip hop of all time.
Ever.
But then,
ODB.
then West Coast, I think, really was probably 6-7 rappers maybe.
Ice Cube.
Tupac, Snoop, Nipsey.
No, but no, if you talk now, Kendrick, Nipsey.
Ah, okay, yeah.
Right now, West Coast.
Right now, you have to.
But even South, to be fair. I
was never into South.
See, I like Gucci. I like sort of like the 3-6 Mafia days. I like that.
3-6 Mafia, some of those songs were actually.
But that was more, Memphis, so it's South, yeah.
Yeah.
So I like 3-6 Mafia. I liked when it was Bun B and them guys.
Yeah.
That was good. Good.
But
days.
I don't think it hit as hard as the
Oh
other
no,
two
I think it was
guys.
more party music.
Yeah, even Lil Wayne, I think, is quite like South, isn't he? New Orleans.
New Orleans, yeah. So he's South.
Birdman and all those people.
Yeah, all them. That's counted as South.
There was like, what was it? Late 2009, 2010, 11. That's where like hip hop and South, innit?
So, yeah, everything with
Rick
Little
Ross,
John and Little
John,
all them lot were like. I think it was like 2009, 2010, 2011.
Yeah.
Which was like the takeover of crunk and all that.
Yes,
sort of stuff.
there you go.
Yeah.
I can't ever say that I was hugely into that.
Really?
Yeah, I just can't.
I liked it. East Side Boys, you had all Paul Wall. It was alright. I think it was more turn up music. It wasn't listening music.
Yeah.
It's more like if you play, from the window to the wall in a club, you're like,
everybody just goes mental.
Oh, it goes mental.
To this day, I live for that like 10-minute period in clubs where there is a fucking old school hip hop set.
Oh, best.
That
best,
10 minutes.
Best.
Whereas like every fucking song I'm like, yeah, I know this one.
Even old school R&B when you had your 112s, your Jagged Edges, your Yvette Michelle's, your all that sort of. I love that.
Do you ever get into like DJing like mainstream clubs and stuff, like hip hop nights and stuff?
No, I've done a couple of hip hop sets.
Yeah.
Like I've done that 100%, but obviously 90% of the work that I've done has been bhangra. Like I've done like garage sets and house. And
what's the difference between like a desi night and a normal like hip hop?
Less requests.
Less requests.
Baji, Miss Pooja, I gotta
Bro, I can't even lie to you.
It's like a wedding. It's like a wedding. They come on, I'm DJ. They come on, Baji, Chumkila line. Bro, it's not your son's wedding, man. I'm here for half an hour. Leave me alone.
I've got my set ready.
Yeah. No, to be fair, that's one thing I've never done. I've never got my set ready. I've always made it up. I know the first song I'm going to play. Yeah. Always. After that, it's in God's hands.
How do you do that then? Like, what do you judge it on and stuff?
The crowd. Always.
The demographics or like what?
No, I always come whenever I take my wife to the gigs and stuff. Like some of them, not all of them, like because it's a jungle in there.
I was gonna say
she's seen some sights.
I was gonna say that's another thing at uni, fucking bhangra nights were a big thing. So I went to Brunel, innit?
Yeah, Brunel's. Did I play at SU? Yeah, I have played at SU.
Yeah, so they used to have the SU nights, which were just oh my fucking god.
I remember back in the day in London, I played at Hippodrome, CC, Sound, Brunel Uni, Zubar, all these old school clubs where I used to all bhangra. Every Monday Zubar was bhangra.
Yeah.
Central London, Piccadilly Circus, like, whoa.
And it is the most disgusting thing.
Sweatbox, man.
Oh, it's sweatbox. I've seen there are less sausages at a butcher's. Like, bro, no. The ratio is awful. It's like you chuck a group of girls into one of those nights.
It's like a wolf pit.
The first group of girls that will go into one of those dissy nights, right? It'll be like throwing meat into a pond full of piranhas.
Have you ever seen aunties at these gigs?
Yes. There's always that one cool auntie that goes, she's wearing the vest top, she's got like a little tattoo. There's always that Hindu tattoo, what's it? The Om. It's always that, and she's just like, auntie, what are you?
And then she's
symbols.
And then she's asking DJ for, Kajarare or some shit.
ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਹ ਬਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਦਾ ਗਾਣਾ ਲਾਓ
ਇੱਕ ਬਾਲੀਵੁੱਡ ਲਾਣਾ please.
Yeah. So you always get those aunties, and she's always.
I get booked to London after this.
Watch. Our fucking comments is just gonna be fucking mental. All of these aunties.
Yeah, what do you mean Bollywood? What's wrong with Bollywood?
Yeah. Fucking subscribe to PewDiePie. No.
Fuck Samosa chats.
God, you must have seen some shit.
Oh man, I've seen some sites, bro.
Mark that down. That's got to be a soundbite. Fuck Samosa chats.
Yeah, fuck Samosa chats. And you know what? I've seen some sites, man.
Go on. Hit him up.
I've seen like people come in full lenga, suits to the nines, jidda pot da vyah honda, kudi da vyah honda, like proper. You might as well wear your like, you know, you might as well wear your wedding set.
dress,
Yeah, man. You know what? I see it more and more now than I did before.
Right.
Like I've been DJing for a long time now, right? And like now in the past 3 years, I've seen it more. Like these aunties come in, Punjabi suit on, like they've just walked out of fucking a wedding, and they've come like on Broad Street in Birmingham. They've come straight into a bhangra night, and they're like in the middle of the dance with lat chak, fucking up. Like, what is going on?
Well, all of those people from back in my day that were at uni have got to get older, so I'm assuming they're still
I think it's
going
probably them.
Yeah,
They're probably like, oh, yeah, bro, should we go to bhangra night?
Oh, man. Yeah.
But I think bhangra nights now, and this is me being honest, bhangra nights have also turned very negative as well. There's a lot of violence in bhangra nights now.
Yeah, that's another
Back in the day, it wasn't that bad, you know. Everyone was quite friendly.
I don't know how back in the day we're talking, because I remember when it was at uni.
How old are you? 27?
26.
26. So your uni was what, 5 years ago?
5, 6 years
Okay, so before that, I would say, yeah, way before that. So when
Yeah.
I DJ'd was 2005, 2006.
Oh, so, yeah.
So my first gigs were like 2006, 2005, 2006. I think up to 2010, it was cool.
Right.
You go to a bhangra night, yeah, the ratio's always been bad.
Yeah.
It was always, and you always had the uncle in there with the dal stain on his shirt, 100%. Right? That's never going to change, right? And then when Jazzy B hits the stage, yeah, that never changes, yeah. That's
always there,
Babu Wan, like 100%. That's probably me. I request Babu Wan.
Bro, Bubble One, do you know the funniest thing about Bubble One? I don't understand how Bubble One is like a respected singer. I love him.
He's a gangster.
I love him, but as soon as One Night Stand came out,
Oh, man.
he should have been finished as a pajama. He's got a fucking song called One Night Stand.
I just want to do a one night stand with you.
Yeah, that is the whole song.
But can I be honest with you? Right? I tried my hardest to convince my wife to have Babu Wan at the wedding.
Why do Oh, she does not look impressed, bro. She's about to cancel this whole
I was like,
podcast.
listen, do whatever you want. Do jo marji vyah, whatever color scheme. I want Babu Wan.
I'm guessing it didn't happen.
I know Babu Wan.
Who did you end up going with?
Nobody. There was no singers. Because I don't want it to be a midline. It was a nice, intimate wedding. I didn't want
Oh, bro. So weddings, we talk about weddings all the time, as in the Samosa Chats guys.
Oh, man. Indian weddings are mad, innit? I've seen some. Like, I DJ at weddings. I do DJ at weddings. I do. I don't do that many. I'm quite selective in regards to. So I don't. We got the P. Yeah. No, it's not even that. It's the fact that I've never promoted myself as a wedding DJ.
Yeah.
I think it's just cliche, isn't it?
Yeah.
DJ Harpz Roadshow. Yo, listen. I've never. If you come and see my DJ set, I have never remixed an instrumental over a song.
Yeah.
Never. I have never sat there and when you're playing like, I don't know, Karku,
Yeah.
I've never gone and put a hip hop instrumental over it. Like, why ruin the thing? When it's not broken, why try to fix it?
Yeah.
Why? Right? So I've never done that, and I've never done in the middle of a detail. Like, I'm not Tim Westwood, man.
That brings me.
Only Westwood can get away with it.
That brings me PTSD of all them bhangra nights,
Yo,
bro.
I'm telling you, Westwood is the only person, or Funk Flex in America, are the only people that can get away with going, Westwood. That's the only people that can get away with it.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
If fucking, you know, whatever, bloody Gurpal from Ilford goes, it's more noise than anything. I think it just disrupts the
We're not
mood.
dissing anybody from Ilford. We don't want to gang.
Gurpal from Ilford, I like you, bro.
You're going back up to Leicester, bro. Like, look, we don't want anybody to show up to the studio.
I live in the Painter, man.
Yeah, you're good. No, so weddings. We always talk about weddings and how fucking ridiculous weddings are.
Mad, innit?
They're unfucking believable.
Bro, it's like more than a mortgage what a wedding costs now.
Yes.
Now. Back in the day it was simple. It was like, yeah, little hall, Safri boys come on, £400, boom.
But job done.
Yeah, paper plates and whatever.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, but yeah.
And it was always more fun, innit?
Oh, of course it was, because it
Now
was
it's
like now it's like a whole thing, man.
yeah.
It's mad.
Like people were like talking about the royal wedding and stuff. Like imagine.
Oh, bro, we have royal weddings every week.
Yeah, every day. Fucking, your dad owns a cash and carry. You're gonna be at the wedding for 4 days.
Yeah, oh, legit, man. They spend more money than the royals did. Royals ain't even that stupid.
All of the royals.
Even they're like, "Is he pagal?"
I used to work. I worked security. So I used to work security when I was at uni.
Well, like a bouncer.
Yeah, and I did 2 weddings.
Oh, you did security at a wedding?
Yeah, I'll never do it again.
Really?
Yeah, it wasn't even that bad. It was just, it makes you feel sick. Like,
so it wasn't that bad, but it made you feel sick.
I did this Muslim Hindu wedding one time. They wanted security because, you know, fucking,
okay.
You know,
no comment on my side.
No comment, but
okay.
you know, they kind of needed security.
Wow.
So they had a reception, like they were pretty westernized. They were just like Muslim and Hindu name, innit?
And just like, yeah, just
and they were
have a party.
Yeah, they'd had like a proper party, and it was 600 people.
Sick.
No, it fucking wasn't. 600 people, alcohol, booze everywhere, and you're the only fucking security guard there.
Oh, you were one security guard?
I was one. I got referred over by my mate that was working.
So this whole thing had one security guard?
One security guard.
Oh, I thought you and like...
No, I was thinking people were fighting. Turns out they were dancing. Like, it was...
Yo, those dance moves do look like they're going to punch each other out.
Yeah, especially when you got a fucking dude that wasn't allowed to dance when he was growing up. And
he's just like...
yeah, he's like giving it all that. And I'm like,
he's giving it welly, innit?
Are you dancing or are you shadow boxing?
You know what? Thing is, like, I did a wedding once at the Mayfair Hotel. I'm not trying to be bougie or all, but I did. And bro, it was ridiculous. It was like a miller. Must have been, yeah, about 700 people. Mans were trolleyed.
Yeah.
And they were coming up to me like, play my song right now, bro, yeah.
Oh, you got aux cable, boss.
Yeah, yo, aux was the best. Listen, yo, bro, you got aux. I'll get out of my car. Just calm down, bro.
Play this sick remix and that.
Yeah, like, bro, yo, you got that Vya Karvake by Chimkila. I'm like, bro, do you know what the song means? I had this at this wedding.
Go ahead.
Right, so I was at this wedding, the one in the Mayfair, and the boys' side, one of the guys came over. He's like, bro, can you play Chimkila? I was like, I'll play it later. I'll play old school in a bit. I'll play it later. No problem. Like, Belly Little Party, you can play that. Get away with it. Even though you shouldn't be playing it.
Yeah.
But you can get away with it. You can get away with like a minute before auntie comes up and slaps you in the face.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, can you play Vya Karvake? I'm like, no. Right, and he's like, why? And I'm like, have you heard the lyrics? He's like, well, what's wrong with it, bro? It's Chimkila, innit? It's classic. I'm like, yeah, it's a classic song. It's a really good song, bro. But have you heard the lyrics? We're at a wedding. Like, I'd get away with it in a club.
Yeah.
Cool, do your thing. We're at a wedding.
Yeah.
He's like, well, what does it mean? So basically, get married and still meet me, innit?
Yeah, so basically, just cheat on your missus. That's
cheat on your missus, bro. Yeah, you want me to play this? He's like, bro, you better play it, yeah. I'm like, listen, I ain't playing it, bro. Bro, I'll play Saskutuni if you want.
But nothing.
Not Vyakarvake. And like, I was like, what is going on? And then people were trolleyed out the face. And it just became this whole... It was like a jungle on the dance floor, man. And they were like, yeah, can you play Lethal Be Pow? I'm like, all right. Once I played that, I literally thought there was a fight going on in the dance floor.
Mosh pitting.
Mosh pit. They're like, yeah, play UK Apache. I was like...
Auntie's lengas are going flying.
Oh, bro. Oh, you know what? This is the story of the decade, yeah? I did a wedding in Doncaster.
Yeah.
Right? It was Lady Sangeet. No, not wedding. Lady Sangeet in Doncaster. And the men came, dropped the ladies off. They went. Cool. As soon as the door closed, I'm playing background music. It was me and my mate from Leicester. Little setup, Doncaster. Cool, we'll go.
I'll figure out what's happening.
Yeah. So they closed the door. The men have left. It's just the women and me and this guy. We're the only 2 men in this whole thing.
Yeah.
As soon as the door closed, they opened this cupboard door, pulled out the bottle of whiskeys, play Rihanna. I'm like, what? Play Rihanna? They go, play it. Which one? Rude Boy, bro. Rude Boy. I went, come on, Rude Boy, can you get it up? You want me to play this? My mate's like, Harpz, they want Rihanna, Rude Boy. I'm like, what? Now? I'm like, bro, there's nothing going on. Just play it. Played Rude Boy. These auntie were dropping it low. I was pouring shots of whiskey. I was like, what is going on here?
I can beat that story.
Oh, God.
So one of my friends who shall name unnamed
Anonymous.
from uni, you probably know him. He does like a few of these like weddings and stuff.
Right.
And
he's a DJ.
No, I wouldn't say what he is because.
Oh, okay, but he does weddings.
Yeah, he does weddings for something, right?
Okay.
And then Lady Sangeet, same thing happens. Only chicks. Halfway through the night, they get a knock on the door. It's the police. Policeman comes in.
Oh no.
Starts fucking taking his clothes off, bro.
God.
Starts taking his clothes off. Everybody's into it. Like 40, 50 women are into it. Apart from these two aunties that take a fucking video, don't they? Send it to the family WhatsApp groups.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
Oh
fam.
my God.
Imagine the reaction of poor fucking Bill uncle.
He's back.
Yeah, who are bench? You're like one look at
Y'all got the fire.
Oh, go ahead. Levi.
Please, I can't you come.
Bro, yeah.
That's
that
mad.
wedding almost got called off.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure that video is knocking about on one of these fucking channels.
Yeah, you know WhatsApp is a dangerous thing, you know.
I
WhatsApp groups is a mad. You see some mad stuff in WhatsApp groups, man.
Yeah.
I hate WhatsApp groups. Like I try to leave them as soon as possible.
He's the snake in our WhatsApp group. He just sends in some stuff that should not be sent in.
Okay,
yeah,
you know what?
baiting you out.
No, you know what? Quick question, yeah. Where do you find it? Where do you find the stuff?
Other WhatsApp groups.
Yeah.
Last time he sent something in, and I was like, "What the fuck, bro?" And he screenshotted his other WhatsApp group just to prove that he didn't source this.
Yeah,
material.
it's like, you know what it is? Like I got like, I'm in like 3 groups, yeah, and one of them is like just 12 lads.
Yeah.
And they send some gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, where do you find this?
I'm with it because there's got to be one guy that's the source.
Yeah,
That's
there has to be the one ringleader, and like, I've got the gun.
Yeah.
Send to WhatsApps.
Like, where am I going to find?
Yeah, broadcast to everybody in your phone.
Yeah. So future music.
Okay.
What future project, future music?
Do I have?
What's coming up? Yeah.
Just a lot of music.
Just a lot of music.
Just a lot of music. No, to be fair with you, I've been quite slow in the past 2 years. I've only released as DJ Harpz singles. I've only released like one a year. One was with Prophecy and Bambi, which was Chakkar in 2017, and one was last year Patake with Amar Sandhu and Ezu. Just obviously a couple of months ago, we released a one from Ezu's album, which was called Kamal, which is just an audio at the moment. Got a video coming out soon. But 2020, I've sort of built up these 2 years of, again, sort of changing my sound, learning, even, you never stop learning, so still learning new bits on how to do this, how to do that, elevating the sound even more so I can bridge the gap in between like mainstream music and what I love, which is bhangra.
Yeah.
So 2020, I've got a lot lined up, sort of ready to release, to be fair.
Right.
I can't say what and who's on there, but...
Go on, give us a little teaser. What are we talking?
Amar Sandhu and again, Ezu again. I can't say it on that thingy one. I've got one song which has got a lot of people on it.
Alright, cool.
Okay, I'll say one song.
Yeah.
I'll say one song which has got a lot of people on it. I can't say who's on it, but it's a song that you love anyway. It's John Natchley. I'll say that.
Yeah.
That much. It's John Natchley. That's all you need to know.
Cool.
But it's got a lot of people on it.
Awesome. Wicked.
Which you don't expect to be together ever.
Yeah.
So touch wood is
Wicked.
the
That'll
release,
serve as a teaser. That's fine.
yeah, it's John Natchley, but the people on there that are featured are like, you wouldn't expect them to be on a song, and I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to like get people together that you wouldn't expect to work together.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it sort of shows that the industry can come together in collaboration. Why can Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Drake, and I don't know, Young Jeezy be on one song, but you never see bhangra people together?
Very fucking rare.
Very rare, unless
Last
they're
one was
from.
Uncle Deep Monarch tribute, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was. But again, that was because they were like, it was over someone's death. They had to come together and do a song. Why are they not doing that generally?
Just in general, yeah.
Just in general. But you see, like, on a normal daily basis, you go on a Rick Ross's album, you'll see Rick Ross and Drake and Snoop Dogg or whatever on one song. You're like, whoa, sick.
Yeah.
Or remember DJ Khaled was releasing his songs.
With
You had every Cha-Cha Mama Pure on the song. We had Ludacris, Young Jeezy, Nicki Minaj, Panjani on one song. So why aren't we doing it? So I'm trying to not say I'm the person who's going to do it, but I'm trying to do these collabos that you won't expect, like Bambi and Prophecy. You weren't expecting that.
Yeah.
Ezu, who's a new artist at that time, with Amar Sandhu, who also is an established writer and singer from Canada and from America, shall I say, putting them two on a song. Rahat Fateh Ali Khan with Ikka from India and Ezu. Do you know what I mean? You weren't expecting that. So again, in 2020, I'm trying to do the same thing, trying to bring people together that you don't expect. So it makes songs bigger and it reaches a wider audience.
Gotcha.
And yeah, that's what I'm trying to do.
Just living life and having fun.
Try to live life, have fun, and just gig as much as possible. Like I've got like an Australia tour coming up. We were talking about it.
What are the dates on that?
That is, I'm in Sydney on the 20th of December, Melbourne on the 24th, and Perth on the 27th. Cool. So anybody that's over there, you'll see that myself and Prophecy were touring Australia. So that's a big deal. Just to end the year, and then next year just got a lot lined up. To be fair,
sounds good.
Just try to do as much future music as possible and try to just make it like different. That's my thing. My thing is music should be different. I think everyone should have try something different. I think if you stay in one box, we're never going to move forward.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Just make it unique, innit?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Like, for instance, go back to hip hop. Everything was boom bap at one point. But until Little John came and put 808s in a click, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Until he made Yeah, it never moved forward, right?
Yeah, true.
Usher never became this global superstar. And Ludacris, when he made Move Bitch, Get Out the Way, Southern Hospitality, you weren't hearing those sounds until Neptunes and Timbaland made those weird beats.
Yeah.
You weren't hearing
that like reinvention process.
Busta Rhymes, Twister, until they started spitting double speed, you weren't hearing it.
True.
So until you change the sound, we're never going to progress. And I like what's happening now with these Mickey Sings and Prophecies and Rock Stars and Arjuns and Guru Randhawa as well. He's from India. Yeah. But all his music is urban. Yeah. Can I be honest? The person that I think changed it a lot was Imran. When he done Amplifier. Oh, Khan, yeah. Imran Khan, when he done Unforgettable, that album, it changed Bhangra.
Made it more urban, didn't it?
Of course.
Yeah.
Did you ever expect someone to have a song like 808s and dance, proper seal, old school dance music? Nah. And he came out with it. And the boy's from Amsterdam. He's not from here. But he's influenced by RDB and Punjab BMC and Surinder Ratan. And he came out with a whole different sound. Lyrically changed the game. And musically changed the game. From there, people obviously warmed to it and then made it their own. That's where you get these Prophecies and Mickey Sings making urban hip-hop music with Punjabi lyrics. Yeah. So, yeah.
Looking forward to 2020, man.
Yeah, man. It should be good. It should be good. And hopefully people warm to the music that I've got coming.
Definitely. We'll put all your details in the description below. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
My G. My G. Big up Samosa chats, man. You lot are doing a good thing. When I heard Sav's podcast, I was like, yeah, man, I need to get on this. It's good. It's a new platform. And I think for British Asians, not just the Asians, but for everyone, but I think for British Asians to have something that you can have an actual conversation on, rather than a 5-minute interview. It's really good. It's good. It's a good insight.
Artists are interesting people, man. We keep saying that. That was one of the reasons we want, your art and stuff's important. Yeah. But we're banking on people being interested, and I think, every episode we've done so far, I think it's gone.
Oh, 100%. You guys have had some good stuff, and it's good to see, man. I'm looking forward to hearing even more.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. DJ Harpz. Wicked. That was awesome, man.
Sick.
That was so good.
That was an hour and 20.
I don't even feel that long.